812 Competizione and 812 Competizione A. Powertrain. The 812 Competizione and 812 Competizione A sport the most exhilarating V12 on the automotive scene and is derived from the multi-award-winning engine powering the 812 Superfast. The result is a naturally aspirated 830 CV engine that pairs impressive power with electrifying delivery and the inimitable soundtrack that Ferrari V12 purists know well. To boost the output of the engine, which has the same 6.5-liter displacement as the 812 Superfast V12, several areas have been significantly re-engineered to achieve a new record red line while optimizing the fluid dynamics of the intake system and combustion, and reducing internal friction. Both the 812 Competizione and 812 Competizione A are equipped with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, pushing the performance of the latter to new extremes and delivering a new gear shift feeling for the V12. Calibration of the control strategies has reduced shift times by a further 5%. Although it retains the same gear ratios as the 812 Superfast, the new car's changes are even more sporty, thanks to the extra 500 RPM in maximum revs allowed by the new V12. Hand in hand with the performance boost comes further fine-tuning of the car's respect of emissions norms with an evolution of the heel system, which enables an on-the-move start and stop function, and a series of emissions-reducing engine maps, which maintain the signature Ferrari V12 sound even at low speeds. When the heel is deactivated, performance driving-oriented maps return with lightning-fast gear shifting for maximum response. The cooling system has also been adapted to cope with the additional heat generated by the new engine's extra 30 CV, resulting in the introduction for the very first time on a Ferrari V12 of a single front air intake that maximizes the amount of cooling air channeled towards the radiators. The entire coolant circuit has also been improved, increasing cooling efficiency by 10% compared to the 812 Superfast. In addition, the single air intake has been further optimized to improve the fluid dynamics of the engine intake manifold, thereby minimizing charge losses along the tract. Lastly, the engine oil tank was redesigned to cope with the extra flow, up by 30%, and to cope with the car's greater lateral and longitudinal acceleration. Thanks to the optimization of the interior chambers and volumes, the new tank saves over 1 kilo of oil compared to the 812 Superfast, making the 812 Competizione and the 812 Competizione A the cars that require the least oil in the current V12 range. In the final analysis, this also contributes to the overall reduction in the car's curb weight. Aerodynamics. While on the 812 Superfast, the engine air intakes are set either side of the large central grille, the 812 Competizione adopts an integrated solution with a single air duct. This allowed the intake for the engine radiators to be extended sideways as far as the chassis allowed, as well as reducing not just weight, but also losses to the intake plenum and thus the combustion chamber, which in turn, improved the overall performance. The shape of the engine vents either side of the bonnet's blade is designed to guarantee correct management of the flows even when the 812 Competizione A is being driven in the open configuration. The hot air flow lines are deviated away from the cockpit and are channeled along the flanks until they eventually merge with the car's wake. The fact that the car is faster into corners demanded an improvement in braking power. Ventilation of the calipers and the pads is achieved by channeling the cool air captured by the generous opening on the side of the bumper towards the integrated air intake, which then distributes the airflow inside the component. Naturally, the solution is only as good as the route the flow follows to get to the caliper area at the rear of the wheel assembly. For this reason the front suspension was optimized around the hub and the layout of pipes and ancillaries in that area. Like on the 812 Superfast, the front diffuser is equipped with a passive mobile aero system which opens over 250 km per hour. When the panel rotates, it completely stalls the diffuser, allowing the car to reach its maximum speed. The 812 Competizione's distinctive tail end treatment incorporates a number of innovative engineering solutions regarding the exhaust layout, diffuser geometry, spoiler volume, patented rear screen and the bumper design. The rear diffuser extends right across the full width of the car to guarantee maximum horizontal expansion of the underbody's aerodynamic flows and hails a distinct brake with the solution seen on the 812 Superfast. Vehicle dynamics. The 812 Competizione debuts many innovative components and contents, which have ensured it delivers on its vehicle dynamics performance targets. Specifically, these include the first use of independent four-wheel steering, the evolution of the side slip control (SSC) system to version 7.0, and the development of the dedicated new Michelin Cup 2R tires. The powertrain contributions to weight reduction came from the use of titanium con rods coupled with a lighter crankshaft and a 12V lithium-ion battery. Great attention was also paid to the design of the cockpit with the extensive use of carbon fiber trim, lightweight technical fabrics and a reduction in soundproofing. There are also dedicated sporty, lightweight forged aluminium rims and titanium studs. All carbon fiber rims are also being made available for the very first time on a Ferrari V12 and offer a total weight reduction of 3.7 kilograms compared to the lightweight forged 812 Superfast wheels. The inside of the channel and of the spokes is coated in a layer of white aerospace-derived paint that reflects and dissipates heat produced by the car's extremely efficient braking system, guaranteeing consistent performance over time even under hard use on the track. Exterior. The modified front-end aerodynamics allowed the designers to endow the car with a more aggressive character befitting its limited edition special status. The car's nose shows off all of its imposing power with a very wide front grille flanked by the two distinctive and prominent side brake intakes. The carbon fiber splitter underscores the car's broad, squat stance, hinting at its impressive road holding. The most noticeable aspect of the 812 Competizione's aesthetic is the replacement of the rear screen by an all-aluminium surface. The vortex generators on the upper surface that boost the car's aerodynamic efficiency simultaneously create a backbone effect that underscores the car's sculptural forms. Together with the carbon fiber blade that traverses the bonnet, this motif changes the overall perception of the car's volume. The car seems more compact than the 812 Superfast, accentuating its powerful, fastback look. Not having a rear screen also creates a textural continuity between roof and spoiler, providing owners with the opportunity to personalize the car even more with a whole new single continuous graphic livery that runs unbroken its entire length. The tail light clusters lend the car a more aggressive and suggestive look. They fit seamlessly into a slit just below the spoiler and contribute to creating the horizontal feel to the rear. The rear bumper is particularly sculptural and characterized by a scoop at wheel height that incorporates two imposing air vents. 3 aerodynamic slots have been created along the outer bumper surface rear of the wheels, creating an instantly recognizable styling feature that recalls the shape of the vortex generators on the rear screen. Cockpit. In terms of its interior architecture, the 812 Competizione has remained faithful to the 812 Superfast, retaining the same general parameters and main dash and door panel interfaces, including the latter's signature diapason motif. The door panel itself has been lightened overall both formally and in terms of actual weight to underscore the sportiness of the cockpit. The door panel pocket juts out from the main structure almost as if it were a floating element. This creates a sense of lightness and formal and textural continuity with the rest of the cabin. Only a small appendage that connects to the door handle remains as an armrest, but creates a dynamic muscle on the panel. Right in the central area of the cockpit is a link between Ferrari's past and future, the iconic geargate theme here given a modern twist. This is the first time it has appeared on a V12 car and is very much mirrors the spirit of the 812 Competizione and the marque's tradition.